Remember, guys, when I did a video a while back about a Christian terrorist who was taking it upon himself to literally threaten a Muslim community? He was basically trying to get a group together so that he can go and massacre as many Muslims as he possibly could. And he was also threatening to burn down their buildings, etc., etc. Well, just in case you're not familiar with that particular video I made, I will leave a link in the description down below to that video so that you guys can become more familiar with that story just in case you haven't seen it. But this video is basically going to be an update to what has happened after everything took place, basically. And I must say that I am a little bit disappointed, but at the same time, I'm not surprised, especially when it comes to these Christians. A federal judge scuttled a plea agreement reached between prosecutors and attorneys for a former congressional candidate who plotted to massacre Muslims in a community identified by the conservative media as a terrorist training camp. Robert Rankin Dogger pleaded guilty in May to one count of interstate communication of threats and faced up to 5 years in prison. However, U.S. District Court Judge Curtis Collier ordered attorneys who worked out the plea arrangement to show that Dogger's plot was actually a true threat, reported the Chattanoogan. The government has not shown by clear and convincing evidence defendant's release would pose an unreasonable danger to the community or any particular individual, Collier ruled. A federal magistrate then reversed her earlier ruling and allowed the 63-year-old Doggart to go free until the case is resolved. The magistrate ordered Doggart to be released into home confinement in the custody of two family members, undergo psychiatric treatment, avoid using alcohol or drugs, and participate in substance abuse treatment. Doggart, who spoke at last year's Operation American Freedom protest, must wear an electronic monitoring device and stay off the internet while under home confinement. Does this sound like justice to you guys? This Christian terrorist obviously made threats towards the Muslim community. This particular article that I'm sharing with you guys right now actually talks about what kind of firepower that he had. It also talks about what kind of ammo he had as well. The article specifically mentions that this Christian terrorist, with all of this ammo and all of this firepower, would go on these specific journeys so that he could get this group together so that they can go and slaughter as many Muslims as they possibly could. This particular individual also mentioned that during this whole ordeal, he wanted to burn as many Muslim buildings down as possible because it just involved the Muslim community. During this Christian idiot's travels to try and get this group together, he basically talked to an undercover FBI agent about his plans to slaughter as many Muslims as possible and to burn down as many Muslim buildings as possible as well. You know what makes me sick about all of this is the fact that these Christians have chosen to stick together in this little fairy tale bubble of theirs. These two judges within this article have got to be some of the most incompetent individuals I've ever heard about, to be honest with you guys. For instance, you have this district judge who actually had the audacity to say that there was no evidence to suggest that this Christian was an actual threat to his community. You have this magistrate judge who has also taken it upon herself to go back on her word and basically let this Christian go to his family with all of these restrictions, of course. This type of behavior actually makes me sick, and it really shows us that these Christians have no moral foundation at all. They have no morality in any way, shape, or form. And I guarantee you that if this individual making these threats were someone different from outside of their circles, they would already be on this terrorist watch list. They would already be in jail. They would already be put in prison, serving a long prison sentence. This is the type of hypocrisy in this country that really shows us just how ugly these Christians can be. And this is how I feel about this situation. So feel free to share this video with anyone that might be interested, whether it be on Google+, Tumblr, Reddit, Yahoo, or wherever you guys hang out. So till next time, the Quiet Atheist is out. And remember, if you can't be good, Be good at it. Most of all, thank you for watching, and I will see you next video.